It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Wait for Howard to show up after the podcast.
Imagine, it's like, you're
He's not coming back. He's taking up a Cadillac converter right now.
Yeah,
I can guarantee it. Not shit. He walked outside and looked. Almost.
we're all right.
I don't hear my cousin, but he said you don't remember me, so I'm gonna take a sheet.
how long has it been since you guys saw each other last?
I mean, it hasn't been that long.
What, like 2 years, 4 years?
No longer than that.
Longer than that.
Now, probably like 8.
Oh man,
At least.
That is a pretty long time, though.
I guess, but I mean, I don't forget standing over spaces that I've seen multiple times.
I've been roughly 5 years without seeing my sister Carrie, except for like maybe once or twice a year.
Did you recognize her whenever you saw her again?
Well, yeah, Joseph also. I started out off seeing her when I was like 3. She popped back up later on. It was like, well, shit, I'm here.
That's actually like good for getting age.
Yeah.
3 years old.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know. I was like, oh, okay. Well, she's gone. I'll see her later. And that was that. I had my sister actually lived a good time. Because Carrie Ann was the whole dog. She had her own kids already. That's all weird.
Family dynamics are always so incredibly strange.
My family dynamic is actually because my dad has 2 like different eras of kids. He had kids in the 80s and he had kids now.
What?
So Carrie and Kathleen are 35 and 40, and they have kids that are our age, and their dad has us. So I'm an uncle from the dad.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, my oldest man from
In the 80s, your oldest nephew. It is so funny whenever I see like an uncle who is younger than their nieces and nephews. It's a rare thing, but it's really funny whenever you see it.
13, 17, and 20.
Oh my God. So you got 2 nieces that are older than you.
Same age as my mom, but different mothers. It's really odd. It's funny. There's one day a year with
If I had an uncle who was younger than me, I wouldn't even talk to him. Straight up, I'd be like, we can't be friends with him. That'll tell you.
No.
Like, you better start getting him to call you.
I'm the bully him.
The 3-year-old was like 2 16-year-olds that are supposed to be like lower than me in the family dynamic. I got both.
Yeah, I was like,
And it was had respect your elders at the big old.
duty over.
I don't have a but also, when I was the age where I was like, I realized like Carrie Ann, she ain't an adult, but she saw my sisters. She told me things, and I'd be like, nah, think up a bad power move right there. And it's so sick. She Carrie was yeah. She.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, what are you over there thinking?
Oh, what are you drinking? Sorry,
Yeah, he's a drinker. Oh, the Goldschlager. I love that stuff. I vomited that stuff once, and I saw a bunch of gold flakes in my vomit.
Oh, those are gold flakes in there?
Yeah.
I was looking it up. There's only like 68 cents worth of gold flakes in there.
Well, I thought it was like $4 to $6.
Anything good? Like, what is it?
Tried for like,
Cinnamon liquor? No.
it's like a clear fireball kind of.
Clear Fireball sounds horrible. Yeah, that's instantaneous. That's not good for you.
Pretty potent.
Can't do this nervous.
How do you feel after drinking a little bit of gold, though?
Not good.
Still not good.
Nah, like gold doesn't outweigh the sun.
You ever see the golden food, like the steaks?
Yes,
The leg steak.
wrapped in a whole thing of leaf.
I've eaten that.
Yeah, and they're usually pretty damn expensive, too.
Yeah.
$300 plus.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't even eat steak when I go out because I'm cheap. I would eat like hamburgers,
Same here.
you know, regular guy's meal, I guess.
I love my cheeseburgers, especially them bacon cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I mean, holy shit, if you're bringing a shake with you, she's getting the steak every time. Every time I go to a restaurant, I get a burger. She's like, I want the steak. Of course you do, I know. Every time.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I come here just for the bread. You know,
I usually get your steaks.
yeah, I like it, but well dog.
I just recently started trying them with a little bit of pink. It's not bad.
I like a little bit of pink, but I just don't trust. I guess it would be like Texas Roadhouse to cook my steak, or Applebee's, who we got around here, to make steaks. I mean, I don't think I could really trust. I mean, I think they could probably do it, but a little bit of pink is cool.
Medium well is what I usually get.
Yeah.
Little bit of pink, not a whole lot, but a little bit. Oh man, yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it nutrition A1 or no?
A little bit. That's you're in there.
I mean, I cover it.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, I am, just because I get it well done.
She said I'm not you get this. work your way through it.
That's the flavor.
You ever use Worcestershire sauce? How does that? What was the difference between that and A1? I know A1's a little bit thicker, but they taste very similar.
Worcestershire sauce is British.
Seriously, I've never tasted it.
Yeah, I can't. I would even try to say that word. Yeah, I would do that.
I barely.
I usually say Worcestershire.
Yeah, sounds like something from The Hobbit. Who's not Jonas? Petrols.
Worcestershire sauce. Jacob, man, hit that thingy. I am about to spark up.
Howard missed out, bro.
Hey, yes, it's us.
Over some girl, right? Here's sorry up this time. I'll give him that.
What? He showed up this time.
He did. Yeah. Last one. Is it on Tiff? Did she tell you? Yeah. I'm terrible. Yeah. I started falling asleep 20 minutes before everybody got here. No. I'm just really bad at showing up places.
Hey, first time and you showed up. That's a pretty sweet damn deal right there.
Pretty hard to get to go out of my house, but I'm very easily convinced. So you don't have to say anything. She's like, really? And I was like, all right, fine. Yeah.
Yes, but we just have to sit here and we just have to sit here and shoot the shit really. That's it.
What do you know about Russian politics?
Nothing. Nothing.
Are our viewers Russian?
A couple of them.
Like what was
I don't know how. I think it's because we mentioned KBG a couple times. I was thinking, yeah.
You wanted was crazy. Ukraine war still happening.
That's it.
Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be a peace deal on.
I don't know. My Facebook feed is just full of that woman getting shot the other day. I don't see nothing. That was kind of wild.
Yeah. Apparently there's an ice rink fucking hack rink.
Really?
Yeah. Like with now buses and cops and everything. Like a couple days ago.
I think there's an app you can go on. You can literally just report to anybody you want.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Wow, even American citizens?
Well, if they're illegal. I've got some work competitions trying to get out of my way right now and stuff. But yeah, I think there were listeners offer money for them to go back, actually. That's one yeah. Does that a good show after that?
You know what's gonna happen now that the U.S. has showed Venezuela? We took their guy and put her in our 2003 back to go. Are we gonna start deporting all of them to just Venezuela and have some weird Israel-Palestine thing happen in modern day in South America?
We're not really gonna. Venezuela's just gonna be used as a hub for oil and resources.
I mean, yeah. We swear up and now so the uninvestible is selling Venezuela.
I heard it's like the biggest oil deposit in the entire world.
Yeah, that's number one.
Oh, it's real one?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that we don't have to trust their people to make Venezuela safe. It can be dangerous. We're just going to take their oil.
Yeah.
We don't have to take any risks. We'll just be like, friggin' oil. We're going to need always a little bit one day.
This time around, there's less speculation. It's just lined up for the oil.
Free oil, us Americans love it.
We have for the opportunity to take it. I mean, we made the people of Venezuela happy in the process, and we're getting a big kickback from resources. I mean, it's a kind of a win-win.
They also take the alleged huge drug dealer off.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a
black market baddie, whatever.
Cartel, crime lord, whatever he is. He also taunted Donald Trump too. I was like, when you say, I was like, come get me, here I am, little Trump is,
they got him so there.
It's like that night, there's his house. So about
it wasn't even 12 hours, I don't think.
Oh, no.
From the first go ahead.
Really attractive.
What do you guys have any kind of outlandish? I don't really know. I don't even know, Jake. I don't even know you too well either. Do you guys have any outspoken views on politics or something that kind of you think might be out of the ordinary?
Oh,
not really. I feel like I'm pretty conservative though. Yeah.
I definitely do lean more on the conservative side. I definitely do have some democratic beliefs, like genuine democratic beliefs, not whatever this crazy new leftist, cultist people are trying to push, like actual democratic values.
Democratic.
Right.
Up to a certain point, both sides can get extreme in a way.
Oh, that's why I tend to lie somewhere in the middle. I don't want to end up losing my mind and becoming something that I am strictly against.
Right. Yes, I think. Well, you.
I was gonna say I feel like I'm half conservative, most kind of conservative, The same with Isaac. I'm a little bit Democrat, falling here and there. It depends more on the issue.
You fall somewhere here in the middle.
I have a more of a conservative way of thinking about the government when it comes to people and that kind of whole civil kind of aspect. It's more
That's a good way. That's a good way to put it. That's how I think too.
But I just think that both sides right now, like in its current state, are too far leaning to one side to be like usable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's to worry about my side's right, not how to meet something.
You could want it all for
Yes. Yeah. Intermission now.
If it came from Rogers or it came from fucking down here, that's brilliant.
You don't own that shit.
See, it'll teach that search without.
This is the hose check that constant.
Oh.
It's just the hose on the jerky out from outside. I used to do that as a kid. I didn't grow up. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I used to drink out of a tab for hospital with 50 in Shabura. You want to talk about some true valley shit? Trying to dig the posts for our fence and getting clay as soon as you have 6 inches of there. Nothing clay. It's terrible.
Oh, wait, we're waiting for the dogs. Something? Oh, no, we're good. They're outside. Whenever we let them back in, we'll just. All right, that's cool. What was we talking about? Political. I remember. I kind of have like some decent political views, but nothing's crazy. I think it's common for the average American to have some right wing, some left wing stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that's like the general person. I definitely grew up like more democratic, like younger, yeah. And then I got older, and I was like, wow, maybe I was wrong. And now I'm just like definitely more conservative, but I'm really just like anti-government, really. I hate government stuff.
Bad. That's kind of where I like to.
Off the day.
Yeah. Anti-government, anti-corporation, big business, big pharma. Fuck them, dude.
I don't know how you get caught and send me lies.
Who do they think they are?
It's just, how can you expect us to believe anything you say whenever you tell us this happened, and then never own up to it?
Yeah.
And then get caught on like pieces of other things and be like, well, this is true. And then comes back where actually it wasn't true. You know, like, we didn't land on the moon. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, we did do it, all right?
But the government doesn't lie. Like, they didn't lie about something that day. It was like, 2003, weapons of mass destruction. I write it.
Well, we found that oil them.
Found that field, man.
We might have found a couple of terrorists along the way if we didn't find the mass.
But the real thing I think is that it's not about oil, terrorists, anything like that. It's more about keeping the little man down, I guess, for the 4 countries like Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq. Doesn't matter. In the Middle East. And if you don't have I'd say like a treaty or something that benefits the United States, then they're kind of against us. So what we do is we take people out that's in power and put someone in place who's going to have our like mindset. You know, are they going to benefit the United States? Or are they going to, support Russia and China?
What's crazy is there's so many times in history of the U.S. has put somebody in power in countries all over the world, South America, Cuba, Middle East, and most predominantly Southeast Asia, like Vietnam and all that, where we put somebody in power and they end up being worse than the communist guy or the opposing guy. Or we put them in power and fund them, and then like 20 years down the line, we're fighting them because they're terrorists. In the 70s, we funded the Taliban to go against the Soviets. 20 years later in the 90s, we're fighting the Taliban in Afghanistan.
Yeah, that'll sound great.
It's terrible.
I'm sure we made money somewhere in the process.
Oh, yeah.
Selling weapons, getting resources somewhere. It's all a plan.
It's all about money.
Lockheed Martin.
What is it with money?
I don't think it's just money. I think it's more of like,
I mean, money kind of, it like buys power, I guess you'd say, It's like a direct connection to power.
in a way, if you're poor, yeah.
Or our perception.
And until you have so much power, then money doesn't mean nothing. See how much in debt we are? Like, America owes so much money. Who's the one that is to pay this debt?
Isn't it 38 trillion?
Take this money from us? No, because it's hard now.
Isn't it like 38 trillion or something?
That's not, doesn't matter. That's the last on my birthday you can look up.
Huh?
There's a live clock you can look up that just counts a little bit. It does not. And then we like, does it matter what the number is? Everyone always going to check us on it. That no one's going to be like, hey, once it hits 50 trillion, we're going to have a problem. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
50 trillion is just such an incomprehensible number in the first place.
Yeah, but it's just we got the money, we spent it. What are you gonna do about it?
Incomprehensible, dude. Greece's debt of like 30 trillion or 30 billion or I think it's 30 billion. Some huge number that Greece has had six annual levies, and they got paid off by the EU. You know, they don't EU don't hold like their own shit or whatever. It got paid off by the EU. We paid off somebody's debt. It might have been Venezuela or Colombia or one of the countries in the South America. They were all through debt recently. It's like, oh damn, we could have put that towards infrastructure here. You know, if Russian mainland just go out to or the hell out there.
Why the fuck we send money to other countries in the first place, man? It clearly ain't working. This all that
grandpa care from
I think it's more like alliance building type stuff.
I was gonna say,
you know what? You do have a point there. Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, come on, like
That equals more power.
you some help or some money. What, like, people from the military, you know, they can't do shit to VA, but no, 6 billion to Israel. Well,
Yeah. So whenever money don't mean nothing to you, and you give some money, it gives you more power for your country, but you don't lose anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, you do have
because Trump gets money from, he can actually collect money because he'll say, hey, we won't protect you if there's a world war. You know, you need to give us money and we won't ban it. And they'll be like, all right, we'll pay you. But no one's going to do that. But what are they going to do? Well, we won't support you if you go to work. We don't need help. You know, like we could technically fight everyone on this earth with just us and we'd still win. A lot of us would die, but I mean, we have bases in so many countries we can tactically hit anywhere at any point from any location.
Or major enemies are kind of fucked.
I mean, we at least 4 hours out from like all the major places. I mean, China to nuke us, so we're like, that's all they got. Like they're gonna nuke every city in America.
You vote like God. All those are so terrifying.
Well, yeah. If you think about it though, I think we're like this whole like Ohio like riverside's pretty decent. Like if you ever look on the nuke map,
I know, but I thought that too. But if you really think about it, I would kill us first. Really, because once you attack like the people who make your steel, right? And they won't be able to reproduce nothing.
Oh yeah, well,
You know, so like attacking the steel is like the heart of the country.
But they ain't gonna go for it.
That's what. Like, remember whenever Weird and Steel used to be popping? It's all because of, like, I used to make steel for the military, you know? Now, that stuff went down. We don't do it anymore. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, like...
Well, I was going to say, they went for definitely like Chicago or Cleveland first. I mean, back in the day during World War II, for sure, Pittsburgh was a big
Yeah, but
city.
the rivers are super important, too. Like, just because transportation all your goods.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I could probably boil a lot of the water off from a nuke.
Like, you take a lot of, like, transportation routes because logistics and things like that are, like, half the battle.
Oh, yeah.
They said that, like, the United States military, first of all, we're the only country that just fights since we were born as a country. We just been like, we're fighting, dude. What's up? We're fighting.
Geographically have an advantage. We all know you guys around us more.
Why is this problem? We've been fighting for so long, and I won't want to fight us either. I'm scared of them. I should do all this.
Oh, hell yeah. The military has some insane technology. I'd be scared of us, too, if I were, like, I don't know. If you were some different country.
You ever think about starting a militia? I mean, I've done it a couple times.
Yes, I definitely.
I'm not
Anti-government. You're like, I'm starting a militia, dude.
I'm not saying that I'm anti.
You can't be violent toward them. That shit really, really pops.
I say if I've never ever fed post with my face on the camera, but I'm just saying, dude, I target infrastructure, not people. I start shooting at transformers and wires and plumbing and shit, dude. It'd be tragic.
Oh yeah, people kind of rely on that stuff now.
I'm more for my belief. Like right, first of all, militias would fail. There's no reason to do a militia. You're just gonna get wrecked. But if you do anything for like at home community military, it should be to help the people in the community, not hurt anybody. But with that being said, with change, if you want to create change, people have to die. That's just the bottom line. I mean,
We can in that way through all of history.
yeah, I mean, you got to be ready to die and prepare to kill someone. I mean, someone's going to keep telling you no. Like, anytime any, like, big change happened in, like, law, government, and the way things were ran, and there's always a law you have to break. Like, hey, that's against the law, right? And then I decide, you know what? hop out of the side right now, it's not against the wall. I'm going to kill you until you make it where it's not against the wall.
Something
Like prohibition.
It was just,
like the way the United States was even created, a major law had to be broken in order for that to happen. You know what that was? The treason. We had to commit treason because we broke off from Britain and started an entirely different country and started fighting the British, right? We had to commit treason.
yeah, no, that's awesome.
To create this country, you know?
The OG U.S. government worked because they knew it was a placeholder, and they knew it was going to get replaced. They didn't think that 270 years down the line, we're going to be hanging on to the same government, just modified and added on to. But I'm pretty sure they said it in the Barclays Confederate.
Well, they plan on.
Yeah, they didn't plan on keeping it to say that they're going to be more ambitious or more.
There has been, I think, of some sort. I mean, not to didn't change.
There's amendments made, but they're like the base is still on that same old 1776, you know, which is
Pretty good start though.
it's a good start for where we I mean, it is blog.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that we're probably the best country in the world. Oh, fill it up. I mean,
Oh, yeah, 100%. When it comes to,
just doing this right here.
yeah, just doing it as
Doing this in Ukraine right now.
That's right. I mean, sure, tried doing this in Britain, like talking shit about the government. They arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They making certain memes and stuff. Like, that's all good.
Imagine that, dude. Bill, right? Yeah, dude. Our prime minister, yeah, prime ministers are really.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, it's called the United Kingdom now, isn't it?
Oh, dude, I don't keep up with that. Mesa.
It's the United Kingdom that is made up of Britain, Scotland, and Wales. Also notified them.
Then I don't even okay.
Yeah, last year, I think.
Yeah, so imagine doing this in Britain. You would get arrested. Imagine doing this in Russia or Ukraine. I don't even know if you can make podcasts in Russia.
North Korea.
If we did this in North Korea, we would be shot on the spot. Oh, you know,
You get kicked.
My brigade. This is my son, beginner.
For a reason, the last country to be electrified, dog. I'm not even kidding. I think you have to shut up.
North Korea, their internet just has pictures of like Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, and I think you can only get on like dictionaries and stuff like that.
There's an operating system called Verslara.
oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, that's like insane.
Great life. It's like propaganda. There's Kim's face everywhere. It's beautiful.
They worship him over there. I've seen some.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I was gonna say, you think they worship him though? His grandpa, I think it's Kim Il Sung, the original leader of North Korea from the 50s.
Didn't he get blown up? Didn't he get blown up?
Maybe by like that, they're probably like, that's not the military. Like, look at this missile. She's like 15 yards and explosive killed everyone.
Would you?
I think Kim Jong Un's father though was poisoned with VX nerve agent.
I could have swore they blew up one of their guys or something just to get him out of there. I could be wrong though.
And another one was poisoned by a VX nerve agent. So these is some kind of organization.
Isn't it Kim Jong Un's brother got poisoned by it? Like they're playing with.
Either his brother or his father, but these two girls were hired by some kind of organization. His brother, okay. These two girls were hired by some organization, and the story they were going with was it was going to be a prank. So they basically had these girls have some kind of wet object that had VX nerve agent on it. And if you don't know what that is, it basically causes all the muscles in your body to like seize up, and including your heart, your lungs, all that, all your nerves just kind of stop working, right?
Yeah.
And you die very quickly.
You got like the drink
With
or
him.
sniff it or what's
Nope, you just get it on your skin, and that's what they did. They ran up to him, and they, I guess, pretended to get him wet. It was VX nerve agent, and within 20, 30 minutes or so, he was gone.
Yeah, it says that happened in 27 Malaysian airport.
Yeah.
It was his brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was half brothers before he died.
Oh,
Yeah, it says two women rubbed it on his face, I guess.
That's just crazy.
And it was labeled as a prank, but no, VX nerve agent.
Yeah, he died within 20 minutes, it says.
It's pretty. Imagine you're in the airport and someone just runs some shit. Maybe she's dead. You don't even know.
You don't even like it.
not important. So that's not race, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're no Kim Jong Un. It's half the other. You
In
know,
1995, this guy just gassed a whole subway station full from Japan with Sari gas. They weren't that poor. They were just going to work.
Yeah, like I was after crazy though.
Oh, yeah, it was cold.
terrorists.
Yeah,
That's what we call them people.
I was a terrorist then, too.
What's that?
It was a terrorist or two.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't think that surprises anyone at this table.
That's how we go.
Yeah, we're just kind of feeling assassinations.
mm-hmm.
Wow. How did we end up getting to that subject?
Political. Oh, wait, to talk.
You ever watch these Drake interview? Seth Rogen and James Franco.
About a vampire.
Yeah,
Seth Rogen and what?
James Franco.
No.
You should watch it.
Say the OKC's. It was like, he was very anus. That was a funny part. And then I forget that one was, but that was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was not bad. I guess they were like threatening to nuke us over that movie, actually.
That's the only time I liked Obama. Hear me out. I
What the fuck?
But he goes, Obama's I think it was him. He said something like, oh, North Korea doesn't want us to release this movie, but we're going to do it anyways. They're trying to provide us.
They threatened to nuke this?
Yeah, but it only,
What the fuck?
first of all, how you done over what you have? You know what your man is.
There's no way they're making it across the ocean. I feel like they're not as advanced.
They hate to do it, and they're not.
They are not hitting us with any. Dude, do you know the hell if I was setting on
I really feel like China, out of everybody, has the best chance because they do produce a lot of computer chips. Like, especially the ones that are like in our power grid system right now. They could take us out so easily.
They're here, like, bragging about have hydrogen ball, something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't think so.
Bombs were like pretty much help on, right, though?
I don't know, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we both have over 1,000 nukes. So at that point, like, does it matter what kind of bombs you have? I mean, we got nukes, you got nukes. Everyone's dead.
Yeah, but
Either way.
here's the thing. I'm pretty sure we use like nuclear fission bombs, right? It's basic shit.
Yeah.
Under you. Whereas hydrogen bombs are like 50, like,
Yeah, hydrogen bombs are like
on that way. It's like exponentially larger.
hydrogen bombs are like two nukes combined into one unit.
Instead of so the atom, they fuse it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Forward.
So I'm just kind of on the page of like, if the United States got hit with 1,000 nuclear bombs or 1,000 hydrogen bombs, we're all dead anyways.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Well, that's the thing. If anybody launches any nukes, we were already dunking our entire arsenal. Everybody's cup of name.
Everybody's gone from in nuclear war. There's
Nukes are going up, dude.
it'll be completely done and dealt with in just one day, and then everybody will be dead. Well, not everybody.
I don't think it'll go like that. I personally think that I don't think anyone's going to nuke anybody, but if they try, whatever country does it, it's going to get swarmed by the entire world.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like all these new countries and shit.
Like, everyone's just going to be like, no, that's wrong. We're wise enough now to know that,
Yeah.
you know, you're killing all these civilians.
If anything, I feel like there could definitely be another like Cold War in our future, though, for sure.
I thought there's a small Cold War starting right now. With the infighting of any stuff. And
Where's new Cold War, like fighting Russia? That's all over there. And also,
Basically, just like threatening like nuclear war.
plus
Like on very high alert.
what proxy wars, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was basically just a giant proxy war to sum it up as simply as possible.
Wasn't there a Russian submarine that actually almost started a nuclear war because all the way lost malfunction?
Yep. Yeah, boast.
Two of the three guys said they should launch nukes, and the third guy said, no, let's wait for them.
If there is just one dissenter, it cannot happen. So that's why you have multiple different people.
Yeah, you ever see that one video on YouTube? It's called like turning the Titan missile key. It basically explains like the whole process of what it takes to launch a nuclear missile. So
No, I've not seen that.
it's pretty secure. Basically, like two people have to turn a key. They both have to have like their own unique code. Like I think from the president, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I watched the video.
well, you remember how like war happened where people were like, oh, forgot to look outside, see we're getting attacked. That'll never happen again. You know, like, we're so secure now since that happened. I'm not saying I'm glad that happened, but we have ships and aircraft monitoring the entire world at all times. We know when they decide to get in their plane to take off from their landing strip.
Yeah, there's
You know, when they're in the air, like, every piece of while they're making their equipment, while they're making it at the factory, we're watching them like, oh,
Yeah, and I said it with lights, here.
we know what's going on, dude.
That's true. You can see they're always circling the globe. They fill the air. If they lit occasionally for free and all that, but there's always somebody up in the air roster. Crazy.
Oh yeah,
Our Air Force is something crazy.
we're always in the water.
Oh yeah, then we have subs and boats all around.
Yeah, I mean, you just
Every now and then we push it out you in the Persian Gulf just for a deck measuring contest. Yeah.
yeah, our militaries is they're extravagant. We spend more money on our military than the next top 3 leading militaries do combined. Something like that is insane.
Yeah, our military is fucking phenomenal, I will say.
That's why I get confused when people think like they say some other country could take the United States. It makes me mad because I feel like they're just so uneducated because it doesn't matter how like tough your community is or how tough your country is. You have the toughest people in the world, but I don't need to be tough to press a button on a machine that blows your whole yeah, you know what I mean?
200,000 riflemen.
They could do it from home.
Yeah, how do you know where there's narcissism? Even that's nuts. Okay. And then if we go boots on the ground, it's over.
And so,
We fly over top.
and the thing is too, the people that do go like boots on the ground, like our special operations personnel, they're about it. They want that life. You know what I mean?
Like the Rangers in the Army and the Navy SEALs, all them guys.
Yeah, they're not like playing around. They don't want to
Some Marines. Yeah.
they're not playing around. None of them are. Even like the infantry, like the guys who sign up for his infantry, a lot of them like want to be heroes. You know,
Yeah.
it's just they're waiting for the opportunity. Don't let them get a chance.
Marines are going to sleep. Oh, yeah.
Marines are universally feared in both world wars. People thought they were fucking loose. There's no way for it. You the Japanese are like, man, these dudes are crazy. Screw what?
You know why they say the America is like so difficult to deal with? Because we have a list of rules which was followed called the rules of engagement, and they try to like predict how to attack the convoy based off of our rules of engagement. And then was it like this Chinese commander or Russian commander? Someone was just like maybe some Muslim somewhere, I'm not sure, but some leader somewhere was like, you can't predict what they do because they never follow their own rules. Like, we're not, like, they're breaking their own rules. Like, that guy's not supposed to be calling in air support right now. You know, their rules of engagement is you can escalate one level of force. Like, if you get shot by small arms fire, you can upgrade to, like, I don't know, like air support of some sort, maybe, but you can't go crazy. You know, you can't be like, we're bombing this whole city now. But we technically end up doing some crazy stuff like that sometimes.
Gun runners and A10 is some crazy.
They look cool. I watched some videos.
What's that?
A10 war gunners.
A10 workholics.
They took a galley to make to run their burst, spaced out 6,000 rounds and have 800.
Yeah.
That's like 40 millimeter, 30 millimeter. Or
Oh, man.
anti-material shell, like big caliber. And it shoots so fast and so.
Yeah, doesn't it break the sound barriers? Like, you don't hear the actual sound, but you may be dead before you hear it. Yeah.
Well, it's impacting the ground before you hear the gun. Couple seconds shaking in the sense.
Yeah, that's how it is. They say if you hear the noise, you're safe.
Yeah, once you hear the gun fart in the air, you're good. But yeah, you literally hear the bullets impact the ground and the target before you can find it.
Oh, my God. It's crazy. Oh, my God. Our technology is crazy.
They said during the Venezuela raid,
Whoa.
but
Our technology is nuts.
I just watched a video about this guy talking about he's warning all the people in Venezuela and Cuba to not mess with America because they have technology that isn't even known yet to man. Like, other countries don't even know that America has this technology. Like, they use this stuff that the people that were defending him, like defending like the area, the soldiers, the Cuban soldiers that were helping Venezuela, because Venezuela pays Cuba for protection. That's what they do. And I guess before they even like started the operation or at the beginning of the operation, all the soldiers there, like, noses started bleeding, and like I guess like some kind of signal went out and just messed up everyone, disoriented everything, shut down power, like everything was just, their equipment wasn't working.
Well, up in here with E&B or something.
Like but it was something that you couldn't really defend against, you know?
Yeah.
And not only that, and at the same time we took like air support defenses, everything in like 20 minutes was done, you know? the whole night is just done for. Like, imagine just like we're sitting here, and then all of our mouths and nose just start bleeding. We're just like, all right, this is America. They're coming to get us right now. No, you got to have it. This is the big war time. You know,
I'd be terrified for my life. That's like the boogeyman to me. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't start a militia. Don't try to talk crap to our president. Don't do none of that stuff. You know what I mean? Just defend your own house, defend your community, but don't go start violence unless you're really ready to die for it, because you will.
Yeah. Forming a militia does seem pretty damn great, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to do it.
But yeah, show up. Yes. You cannot be violent towards people unless shit like really seriously hits the fan. You know what I'm saying?
I had an idea at one time to start. I wasn't gonna like brand it as a militia, because if you brand anything as a militia, it just seems bad.
You get watched.
You're probably watching anyways, no matter what. But I was thinking maybe if you started something that was for protecting the elderly, the older people in your community, or people who live alone, or were mentally handicapped in some way, like you sign them up on a list, and the people that are in your, community that want to sign up for the militia, or whatever you want to call it, they will go out and check on these homes whenever something hit the fan. Like, say if like COVID happened again, and then people started like rioting and like taking over little cities or something like that and just being bad, I'd be like, okay, me and my people, we're going to go check on the people that are on this list and make sure they're okay and taken care of. And we're going to go protect our community, make sure they're being taken care of. And if they need a place to stay, the other home's not safe, they can stay at our base or where we're at.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
When I was separated from my house from my parents were family, the woods me. Where we go in the woods, my boy.
You're just here. I live in the woods.
Hunting dog. You don't know how many phone lines are accessible from back to the woods around here, dude. Go.
Oh yeah, you know all that shit.
Yeah, it's charging. So I just disappear. You're getting a shack out.
Yeah,
You ever go out into the woods at night? That gets weird. Oh yeah. At some point, you start feeling like Batman. I swear, dude. Seriously? Oh, I'm telling you.
Talking about this, our early podcast episode, me and Howard we went through this little tunnel that goes under a train yard out in the Ohio River.
1920s.
Yeah, into the 1920s. Then it got too cold because the tunnel's got like a foot or two of water. You got to charge through. It got colder because it got late at night. And we're like, we're not walking back through that. Fuck that. We'll walk down to the end of the yard and then go back across and walk up the access road to get to our car. But didn't go to plan. There were trains. There was also about a 40-foot ledge of trees and brush and shit. We got lost. It was pitch black. Got terrified.
Yeah.
We started shit. I just had to hop up to the train yard.
All right, now that I envision myself being in a dark forest.
And Batman.
Whoa. That sounds horrifying. Goodbye.
So that's also why I go to massive bonfire.
Yeah. Fires are always pretty sweet.
That's kind of shit. That makes my skin crawl, man.
And also probably be in clearing or something.
Speaking of lift, fire pits or not fire pits, let's throw a couch on it. That's the feeling. I seen it out on TikTok.
I don't know if fire pits assume for.
It was a fire pit that can like put on top of it. I was like, do you just call this a fire pit? Because I can't fit my couch on that. So, that's not a fire. But about that nighttime stuff though, the longer you're out at night, just you really do start feeling like you're part of the night. You know what I mean? Like you walk outside at night long enough, you start feeling like you belong in the dark.
I have taken walks at night, just not through the forest. Maybe I should take a forest night walk.
See you ever go out at night? I haven't.
Maybe.
I get really paranoid about coyotes. Like down there on Commercial.
But at some point, I see where if you're in it long enough, like walking in the woods or just wherever you're walking, you start feeling like you're the danger in the night. Maybe that's just me. Is it just me?
I feel that
It's like I'm what's dangerous. Shit,
sometimes I feel that I do. Sometimes I feel easier because they're just one campsite.
Maybe I just don't.
You can easily become a danger to yourself.
I was going to say just as one.
What do you mean by that?
Just anything. Like just walking out in the woods, especially at nighttime.
I'm not saying it's the smartest idea. I'm thinking about it.
Imagine going there in a place where there's bears all around.
Yeah, the fucking big bear.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the able to in that scenario. Right. It is a bear.
That's what I. Oh, that's why it sends chills up my spine.
Bear really kind of scares
Did you
you.
see that? It literally sent chills up my spine.
What?
In West Virginia. Oh, just even imagining that being alone in a dark forest with a bunch of bears all around.
Me and my friend,
I think you said a fight, whatever it is, no matter what.
Oh,
me and my friend were exploring.
Oh, yeah.
The campsite. We stumbled into a fucking bear den. There's nothing there, but it was for sure a bear den.
You would have no other option than to fight a bear if it came up attacking you.
Have you seen the video of the 3 boys that were wrestlers that fought a bear? I think it was a grizzly bear. I don't think I have.
Really?
Oh, that one boy got messed up, face is all cut off. They're going to be cool stars, though, because he's still alive. All 3 of them were just throwing hands to this bear.
Oh.
Throwing hands, fighting. They got messed up. But they didn't beat the bears. I didn't, kill the bear. The bear just gave up, was like, all right, I'm tired of fighting these dudes.
Are you okay?
Because I think,
How old were they?
they were probably the same age as you. Really, about 16.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, they were plenty.
Those are wild people.
They were just regular kids,
Trying to
Me
make
and
a
my friend.
fight with 700 pounds.
Yeah, I just came out, was just like, I'm going to eat you guys. But they had each other's backs, and that's what saved them. Just being like, no, you ain't taking my boy out like that.
That's fun.
So I'll be punching you in the dome. Lift, Barry.
That's the black bears. Homeboys come running off swinging.
That needs to be the lowest, fullest,
Yeah,
thing I ever did.
that's like restores your faith in humanity, but you're also definitely like, oh, no, my home weight pays rent too. Like,
After it's all done, but I don't think my friends are very smart, but I'm not sure you got you guys probably should have ran. We almost all died.
They just put up a fight with easily 700 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it was.
and maybe gave up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gave up.
yeah. I think ultimately, and I think I heard people say that the bear didn't it gave up. It didn't want to spend the energy to continue fighting. That's what they say. Because believe it or not, humans have very high endurance when it comes to fighting. You ever see the videos about 100 men versus one gorilla? They'll be destroyed like a gorilla because they get too tired.
Yep.
They get
I mean, it makes sense. It's 100 times versus one gorilla.
yeah.
No way.
We always fly for it. Well, my one let us kill us until we got 2 tires. I'm tired of this. I'm just open the eye and gotcha. Give me the dick.
He was
Yeah, we're very advanced. These thumbs are top notch.
your evolution is created.
Really?
Shoot a lot of tailbone.
You think
I know.
you think evolution is real?
I believe of it.
I don't, but I mean, I'm not against other opinions and stuff.
Well, I
Man.
don't believe in the current theory of how we evolved, but I do believe I do think we came from apes and shit.
Right. I believe maybe humans were, or not humans, but apes were touched by something
Like the
fine.
Stone Age theory.
Not the stone ape theory, but I do believe that tied into it somewhat. But I think maybe just the apes were touched with something divine,
Yeah, you want to know.
like what other species have been able to split atoms, or create computers or build crazy houses and harness the electricity and have all this documentation and all this math. Now we know.
Yeah,
Everything we know.
yeah. I mean, they say other animals can communicate with other animals, but we're doing really good.
We got extra depth to it.
Yeah, that's probably the number one thing, really, is why animals don't gang up and be like, "Hey, dude, we should probably do something about that."
Yeah.
But they can't. They're just like, "Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh."
Yeah, they don't know how to communicate with each other. Why are we? Well,
Species.
I assume they do know, insects especially. They work really well together because they communicate with pheromones. They use a chemical language.
For birds and certain monkeys that have certain calls for different things that scientists have learned, or at least pointed out. Like they have a certain call for when
Bitches and the rest stuff. Yeah, I'm sure.
especially with monkeys, they have certain call. I had to build a sentence to be like, there's a threat, and then they have certain calls for where it's at and you need help for. It's interesting.
It's not for nearly as intricate as ours, though. Holy shit. Why are we the only species on this planet that knows how to do all this crazy shit?
At what point did our sound start having meaning? When did we just decide that certain sounds have meaning?
I don't know, but I got pretty I mean, if I get burnt by fire and I go, ouch, and then we all look around and be like, ouch, ouch. You know, and like,
Yeah, that one really doesn't.
yeah, we'll learn like little things at a time.
Yeah, but like,
You know,
how did we come up with like apple or like whatever the first like word for like food was? Like, how did we decide on that?
And how did we get each other to agree on that as well?
Why did we decide names were names? Why'd we call each other things here? Crop wheels all.
I'm still a firm believer in God. So like, I personally, I put everything back, but like, this dude made everything. So
Luther.
He gave apes a little touch, you know?
Yeah, I do think
That's what started all of this.
I mean, I respect like everyone's views on everything. It's just, it's easier for me to believe at first because like science kind of sucks right now for like the reasoning, especially for the Big Bang. The Big Bang is probably the worst theory I ever heard in my life. They're like, nothing exploded into something, and that something created all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know, but a non-living thing can never create a living thing, period. So that nothing that exploded had been living in the first place. And then, yeah, because just in general, like science class, they teach you that nothing that's dead can be just like non-living objects, like a rock, and it can never evolve into a deer. You know, doesn't make sense. Yeah, but he's never will.
it comes down to like you break it down and you start asking me more questions and it's like, okay, the where are being made up there? It's like burgers abundant. So it can't maybe like it current science says it comes from somewhere. But I do understand your feeling of like where did it come from? Because I don't know how the hell a bunch of iron turns into blood that helps us be alive. I have no clue how that happens. It just is like
Yes,
you know.
you can't really explain anything. You know,
Well, why this grouping of atoms is alive, this one isn't, you know?
Yeah.
But
I just know that this day ain't ever gonna be anything but less at the table later. I guess once we break it on accident or something.
it's done. That at the atomic level, everything looks the same. Which is crazy. You're like, what differentiates, you know?
Yeah, I think it'd just be like
We're made of the same stuff as everything else.
yeah, kind of yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, when we start thinking about like the science of everything, things are yeah.
Like
yeah,
at the
or
very
explain at least.
well, not the very bottom of it, but at the simplest bottom of it, it's protons, electrons, and neutrons.
But also, it's like
And some other particles.
oh,
But yeah, photons, which is light.
neutrons. And,
Like,
Yeah. There's neutrinos, which are quite abundant, but they don't really interact with
I thought
things like
it's just like so.
I've never found by us, but
I'm really very, it's like nuclear physics.
I always had honors history.
In history, yeah, I'm sure history others.
I always had a D in math. I hate math.
Same. I was bad at math.
I used it every single day.
I don't even really remember my grade in math. I don't remember a lot from high school.
Well, it's just they moved a little too quick for me. I mean, I'm not terrible. Everyone could be good at everything if you just learned it proficiently.
Yeah.
My teachers thought I was way smarter than I actually was. Because, okay, yeah, I performed well at second grade level, but when he started teaching me algebra, dog, at the same rate, cool. So I ended up just going online because this smart here.
What do you mean? You get it all in high school now?
Yeah, I run through their online program, so I just do my schoolwork at what I do.
Kind of like what they used to do with COVID. They do that at home stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
I never experienced that, but
It sucked when you first did it.
Yeah, hit that device.
Well, that's actually good. I can give you a velo.
What do I do?
It's currently dead. I can give you a velo.
Yes, please.
is that like dip?
There you go, Charles. You don't have to spit with these.
Swollen. I don't know about that. I'm gonna spit for sure.
You just try one out if you want to spit.
Go try them. I'm gonna get a drink.
You need to swallow because I feel like that's not healthy for disease.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, gee, can I have a water?
We got like a handful left.
Like, it's nice. Cover your like hands into like tap water. Look at it. I swear it's the best water ever.
Can I have some of your blood, Jake?
Yeah.
What about a chunk of your soul? Can I have some of that?
Yeah, he was selling my soul for 16. Every time Jake's at my house, I'll just make sure I give him food. And I just $8 every time I call free house. So
He loves his food just like he
cut back, dude. I'm like 15 pounds away from hitting 200.
yeah, I'm like 270 stuff.
Yeah, they're really 130. That sucks.
I'm fighting that top man come up too, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was that happening?
I think it's like February 20th, but I plan on winning. I'm pretty tough.
Yeah, you seem like it.
Yeah. I mean,
You look like you could lift a car. You look like fucking She-Man.
I think even a lot, especially with the bald head, like you look like you could definitely bench press a stuff.
yeah, keep it calm. This is great. Man, it's great for me, dude. I can't wait to think about this later. I'm Easton has the arms. No. I mean, I have decent long arms. I got a really big upper body. Like, I'm tall, but my legs, I wear 32 length legs. Probably the same length as you. You probably wear 32. 32 length.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear 40, 32, but.
Oh shit. Okay. Just like that, then.
But yeah, I just got short legs. My upper body's just like a monkey. Man, you're right. Paper.
Absolute orangutan energy I'm paying from listener.
Yeah.
Did you get the read with an orangutan?
Dude, I think you might have superpowers. He's about to start levitating. Oh man, that's like he saw it from a superhero movie.
Nah, like Loki. Not like more like as if he was born in the US.
Like a secret superhero or something.
No, do you know about Marcos?
No,
You're also good music.
No.
No, he looks dead on weekend.
no, I think he just looks like a Martin's superhero somebody. You know,
Hyperworker didn't have a tooth gap. Hold on.
you're about to start.
It's awesome, dude.
We're about to start levitating or something.
Like, this is what we do on weekends. There's a lot. I'll be here this weekend.
Like, is it right where that's like vehicle content and stuff?
Yeah. I was.
Dudes and bones.
I went out and I got me a computer to play a game
Life.
called Aeon 2, but the game got ruined
Oh.
because we're trying to make it like too friendly for everybody. So I was just I'm gonna do like my own kind of podcast maybe, or I don't know, maybe I'll join you or something. Not one of my shit. Told you I'll be able to hang out. And I got that one room in the basement. I'm trying to turn into a studio currently. Yeah. I actually like this. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's really nice. Those are sweets off Amazon.
Unfortunately,
This side here, all over. I like that.
I feel like it definitely works a ton compared to like when we didn't have it. Because like your recession period.
Then my an old friend of mine, he used to rap, and I used to start down to it. You know, yeah, a little bit. I made a rap song one time. He still does it, so I mean, that's a little weird. He's also 30-something years old, still trying to rap.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point. But no, he has a closet really, and it's all of these.
Some of the fridge chilled.
And the room's perfect for recording.
Scrap red cup. I just did all this dishes today. Oh, did you do one of these?
Oh no, hold on, let me think. I'm gonna drink.
Yeah.
Lay out.
Oh yeah.
Not here.
Why is that? You guys gotta.
I gotta walk all the way to the.
I'll give you a ride when I leave.
Where are you staying?
Not yet.
I gotta be home on Friday. Oh, was he your transport here?
Probably. I mean, I'm probably gonna stay for a while. I mean, might have to walk, but
Yeah. I stay for a while.
who gave you those rules?
yeah, seriously, who gave her always
My cousin over here, right?
My father's a ghost, righteous, just authority. We're
Local curfew does better. Hell no, you're the man of the house now. We should.
You don't want to get the piss. That's for a dog.
he would. That's the eye bad.
The Pollard's back in. I don't.
Is he not asleep right now?
Nah, he's a really nocturnal person. He also blind from.
Say one if you're there or not.
No, he does.
Those are just dogfish hits.
I think you're real well. All his other senses are heightened.
That they are actually. He's kind of like Daredevil then, right?
Oh, I bet.
That'd be a hand for a superhero.
No, he's also just incredibly angry after it. So life he should that he's like 65.
When do you go blind?
40s is basically when he quit seeing shit. He slowly progressed since he was born. So he just started out with real shit vision, and then in his 20s or 30s, it came, and he basically ignored it until he couldn't see shit. It's a face fuck.
Oh, that's crazy. They couldn't just figure out how to make that not happen.
Yeah, no, well, it was the 60s when I was there researching it. My family is the largest connected case of RP, which they hereditized pigment.
Seriously, that's awesome. I mean, kind of. I mean,
it's cool for science, but it's also shit. Not good for that. Yeah, science. There's almost on the models and others just Swedish. We get spared glory, which is all the boringness. So it's a miracle I'm not blind. My sister's going to blind.
they still got time apparently.
So
Because they had to tell you later. I don't think you will go blind though, because you don't have wearing Lexus right now.
no, I had a pretty good vision as it is. They tested me at birth, hairling about shit.
Oh, sweet. You don't get that gene.
I'll usually go to boys and I can pass it along also.
It doesn't usually go to boys. Look at what happened.
Like, it's rare for
Something passed on by the mother.
Yeah.
If I understand, he says,
to boys.
Usually. Oh, okay. I got you.
I did IVF with me, and oh man, I want to bring her up some more. I used to leave her.
Anything you want, I'll just let me know. I'll timestamp it.
No, she's a little worse. She can know.
Why?
And no, we did IVF. So if you don't know what that is, do you guys know what that is? Yes, I'll explain it a little more in more detail.
Please do it.
Pretty much, it means you're going to a doctor, and the doctor is going to facilitate the pregnancy. And pretty much, I went and masturbated into a cup, and they got my sperm count. They're like, "Hey, your sperm sucks. Take these pills." And I'm like, "All right." I took these pills for like 6 months, or maybe 3 months, and it made my sperm like really, really strong. And then I did another sample, and they tested it. They're like, "Your sperm's really good now." And they took her to a room and like inserted my sperm into her egg, and they developed embryos in like these petri dishes. I think they had like 9 of them, and any of them at like the ones that developed into like embryos, we could keep and use to get her pregnant, or get someone else to put them in someone else and they could get pregnant, but with our child. But we only had one that like survived the developing stages to where it actually like was about like a valuable, it was gonna be a life. Other ones like was missing chromosomes or something like that. Like it just wouldn't develop. Like there'd been a miscarriage. Just so we only had one, which is kind of a good thing, because I mean you don't want to like have the ability to have 9 children and be like, yeah, I'm only picking this one. I kind of felt like I was like wasting those lives possibility, but knowing that I couldn't use them made me feel better. But you know, they inserted them inside of her, and that's how I got my son. And you can test for like your blood and see like what you could pass down to your child. And they also knew the gender of the child before they even put it into her. You know, they tested the embryo or the zygote or something. They tested my son before he was even put into his mother, which is kind of cool. But
Crazy technology.
yeah, it costs like $20,000 about, so it's not cheap. Yeah.
20,000. That's great. Does insurance cover that?
Some insurances help cover it. I was in the Army at the time,
Oh yeah.
so
There you go.
part of my superhero lore. Back,
You got 3 Article 15s, dishonorable discharge.
they get a bad conduct though. Well, there's a good story with that one too.
Yeah.
So I caught a hooker problem. All right, that's what it was.
That's the good. What range were you?
I mean, I'm just trying to I'm just a classic military guy, picking up hookers, leaving them arguing.
Yeah, that checks out. Was it holiday?
Oh yeah, whole talk. There's right stuff.
And they were like, "Hey, buddy, it's too much hookers. You can't be doing that."
Well, I don't like telling this story. I'll tell it anyways, just because. Why not? Because sometimes people will look me up and be like, "Oh, I read what the police said. You know, this and this and this." I'm like, "All right, well, what they said, what happened to? Thanks." And they were just doing their job. They did their job. You know, I got in trouble. They kicked me out. I gave them 2 options to the judge. I was like, "Hey, kick me out, give me a short sentence or whatever, and do it that way, or let me stay in, give me a longer sentence, punish me more, or let me stay in. Give me one of the 2." You know, and he was like, "All right, well, I'll keep you out, give you a short sentence." I was like, "All right, fine." I would have rather stayed in. I'd done like a higher sentence or whatever the punishment would have been, you know, but that's what he decided. And I can't, like, it's the judge, you know what I mean? Yeah. But what happened was, so I was in Fort Polk, Louisiana. It's happened in Louisiana. And there's like all these trashy cities and communities down there. And I was going through divorce, and I was like, I don't like women, but I need to bust a nut. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was driving through the neighborhood, and I was like, how do I pick up girls? How do I pick up hookers? Like, these girls all was like, they'd be down to do some shit. You know, like, how do I ask them? And everyone down there, like, I was in the military at the time, so I looked even more like a cop than I do now. they all go, you look like a cop. I was just set up every single time. And the one lady, she told me, she's like, well, pull your dick out, maybe prove it, pull your dick out. That was always the thing. So I pull my dick out, and then they're like, all right, he's definitely not a cop. They get it, right? And it's not like I paid good money. I give them like $5 or something. But they were signed. Not all right. I'm clean though. I don't know how. Their teeth were all fucked up. I mean, I was just in need, I guess. Long story short, some of the girls I tried to pick up were not hookers, and they did not like that shit at all. And one girl I tried to pick up, I knew she wasn't a hooker anyways, and I tried to pick her up, and she just did not work out. She called the police. There's really just a bad string of just trying to pick up hookers and just trying to like get better looking ones, you know, and then I got arrested for it. It's fucked up, but believe me, I don't think I did something that was like innocent. I was fucking wrong. I should have got punished. I should have picked out, you know.
That's
Like,
it's funny to me though.
yeah, but it's just like whenever someone's like, oh, this guy's a sexual whatever, or I'm not registered on anything, you know, but if someone would say that, like, I just should have pissed me off.
Yeah, no,
That's just gonna happen now.
that's a funny story.
I had people on the Facebook say like, oh, back in my day, we would just show up to this guy's house and do this and this. I'm like, dude, if they would show up to my house, I would show them all in my front yard.
Hey, they didn't.
You know, I would kill every single one of them. Because it's not just me at my house, it's my family.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Can't fuck around with that. No way.
whenever I was in jail, for that, I went to military jail. And first of all, military jail, depending on which one you go to, is the best time of your life. Okay? It's just you and the boys. It's just you and the boys playing basketball, going to the gym, getting buff, dude. Learning how to cut hair, get the best, like, I had hair, and the barbers there were cutting hair like every single day. They loved it. Like, it was a great time. And that's something I'm not saying I'm glad I went, but it was pretty great. I mean, it was a vacation almost. Especially because my own life was just me arguing with my old lady. Because
That is so funny to say. Hey, military jail is great.
well, I went to the one in Washington. All right, so there's two different ones, and I actually went there with a buddy of mine that was from Fort Polk as well. He accidentally shot someone and killed him. He was at the firing range, and he aimed down and was like clearing his weapon, and he pulled the trigger, and there was another person in his unit standing down the way. He shot him in the chest and killed him.
Oh.
It was an accident, but he still did it, you know. So
Yeah.
So I believe he went down for manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. He got like, I think 3 years, but he only did like 1 year and 8 months and get out early. Not bad for killing somebody, but yeah, I'm pretty sure his old lady left him and all that stuff though.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, if you like get in trouble in the military, just think the military is a base to where everyone who's in the military lives on base. Some live off base too, but the amount of competition for sexual partners is insane. Everyone's jacked, and their peak performance, like their whole life, they're at their peak performance, like peak physical.
Yes.
Everyone's just running around like sexy as hell, you know, chicks, dudes. Everyone's just like, look at me, I'm running on the block, I'm wheeling gym, working out. You know, you think you're gonna be gone for a couple of months, and your old lady or your old man's not gonna look outside and see some other female or male out there that's in great shape and strike a conversation one time out of many months. It's gonna happen. You know, it's just, especially the type of people that are out there today, like relationships are just terrible.
So if you go to the military, it's best not to have a relationship in the first place. Or if they follow like a romance or relationship.
Live off base is the secret, right? Live off base. And also, like, I've had a lot of relationships, so I'd like to say I know what to look for, but it ultimately comes down to every time is if she has a nice ass. But yeah, I mean, that's a couple red flags for a fat bitch. But I mean, I know what to look for now. It's just hard to come by, you know. The girl I'm with, a girl now, she's really great. I love her to death, and she's like taught me things that I should have been looking at that I didn't even know I was doing wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Which is like surprising because she's like, no, this is about me and you, right? Like our relationship. We need to have boundaries and do these things. You know, you should care about how I feel over how someone else feels. Cause my son's mom, whenever we do drop offs or he has like practice for wrestling or just anything, we both want to go. You know what I mean? It's our child. We've lived separately for a long time, like about 2 years. So there is no like sexual tension between us. Like I'm over her. Like she cheated on me. It was bad. And long story short, I shouldn't even be in a situation to where me and her will have a one-on-one conversation anyways. You know what I mean? Out of respect for the girl I'm with now. And I definitely shouldn't be going to her house, pick up Carter and drop him off and walking into the house for the pickups. You know what I mean? If I ain't going to go to her house, I should not be going inside. Period. And I never thought about that until my girlfriend now, she was like, hey, well, how would you feel if I went and picked up my son from his dad's house and I went inside his house? I'd be like, you're right, I'd be pissed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I learned a lot through my relationships and I'm definitely in the best one I've been in now, but I'm 33.
That's fucking great for you, though.
Yeah, now because my brother took a different route. He, which is the route I was going to take. Married a Filipino girl. Tell you about the most loyal women of all time. A Filipino chick, dude. Her whole family will disown them if they don't, like, act proper. They can't come back to the Philippines. They won't have a home to come back to. You know? You don't dishonor your husband. I mean, if they're from, like, a big city in the Philippines, it's different. The ones that all have access to the internet every single day. I'm talking about the ones that have to travel to the city to use the internet, to use the library. You know what I mean? And the people there, their community is so different than us because she moved here. And don't get me wrong, I don't speak to her out of respect for my brother. That's just that's how I respect other people too. Is like if you brought your girl here or you brought a girl here, and your girl's my cousin, so I can talk to her about it. So which is great, by the way. Out of respect for the male, I don't talk to them.
Yeah,
Like I won't even give them eye contact.
that's kind of how I am.
It's almost disrespectful towards them. It is disrespectful towards them. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. I'm disrespecting them to respect you guys, right? Because I feel like that matters more. And that's how you really get like good bonds and friendships with people is you show someone respect. And I'm not saying like, hey, if someone talks to me, be like, we'll start looking at the wall. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? But like, don't try to like engage in conversations where like, yeah, we should go fishing sometime together. You know, yeah, oh, yeah, right spot. Yeah, right over here. And just act like it's the coolest thing in the world. And act like you want to plan something. You know, it should be like, oh yeah, I mean, that's great. And back to whatever you're talking about. Yeah, just be polite, be genuine, but respect your animals.
See that? That's the key right there.
I might have another one next week then.
First to be sick.
Michael Sean thing.
Just that's something that noise was.
Oh,
That's what someone was.
what we gotta do about that?
Yeah. I don't know where the charging block is, though.
That's where the block right there.
I mean, yeah, that works.
Hey, sweet. Oh, man, I am sore. You've been working this mileage?
Ordered a little bit.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Husband and wife. Yeah, that helped out there.
Worked at a fucking 25-pound timer.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 13 pounds or something like that.
One. Yes, you did. I absolutely destroyed my arms. Holy shit. I am sore, man. You know that sore. You know that soreness, yeah? You know it very fun. You know it very well.
Yeah, I mean, that was that source of here, but yeah, no.
It's nice. Like the soreness from working out. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
Feels great.
I know.
I actually strive to get that feeling. Like you,
What's that?
I strive to get that feeling.
That burnout feel.
The muscles hurting. That's like how you know you're doing something.
Yeah. It's growth pain. But you feel your Nelson's terrible. It's short-term pain for long-term gain. That's it right there. What happened with Jake? Oh,
In the bathroom. You gotta be the camera plugged in, so you charging.
oh, sweet. Hey, buddy.
Well, when you guys don't know, thought, and the pros, lost. Hey,
I love that. Battery's exhausted.
I think I shower my room walking.
somebody could.
Sure, somebody's like, I'm very sure he actually knew if he wanted to get some like, oh yeah, you know the house that burned over here? The duplex that burned out over here? Like right out back here? Oh yeah, well that was Tree's house. Huh? That was Tree's house.
Real.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, Tree's house was the one burned down. Shit was fucked.
Wow.
Everything up. He was sleeping and he started the wall right behind him. His mom's roof broke up. Oh, that house is unusable, bro. Ceilings collapsing.
Boy, yeah, of course it all game's gone.
Well, yeah, no. But now Trey has insurance money to get a truck in the house. So for that way.
Well, I mean, dude, at least has to get
It's on the altar since the fire, so I feel like something good happened.
You got a bigger.
What, the house? Nah.
Oh, if its foundation's good. I mean, so hear me out. Like, you can take the wrecking ball, beach slab, do this little house right now. They'll rebuild it.
I mean, yeah, you could rebuild it, but not with the urge over that truck. You gotta go rebuild it, and that'd be so much worth it. And money you'll go. But here,
I just bought a place in Weird. I'm with the back taxes, and if they don't pay their taxes, then the next 3 months, they're not own that house.
I've heard about situations like that. Yeah, you can sag places for cheap.
Is this one? Yeah, these. No, I mean, it's all across Europe. Okay. It's a 6-story. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they stores.
I mean, I bought this lien on this house for $350. Pretty cheap. Yeah.
That's in the house. That's nice.
Yeah, I broke it into. I mean, hypothetically. Yeah. But my brother, he's probably made like upwards to $200 on doing this.
Really? Yeah, but what were you going on to see, like, the prices?
Well, I do it in West Virginia. WVSA.gov. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, sure, sir.
well, nice to meet you.
Tommy.
Nice to meet you.
Olive?
Yep.
All right. And Isaac.
Okay, emergency beep. Did you hear it?
I don't know. I thought it was shoes.
Might have been.
I love how my son's just able to sit over there and play with my phone for hours.
Does he usually say up a sleep?
Only if I say no, but he me saying no.
Uh-oh. He's trying to stay containment.
We take naps. We take naps and stuff. So on the weekends, he stays up late. Sundays, he's in bed before 11 at the latest. But did you pull up the sign?
Oh, no.
It's like WVSAO.gov. SAO. Yeah. I swear on the line. There it is.
Yeah, I'll have to check. So
I'm going to show you something.
here, you take one.
All right. I'm going to show you the pretty sweet. They changed the format. That's crazy. I
I don't know, just because it's the desktop version. So how does it work? Do you have to make like monthly payments, or you just pay on tax?
These they usually don't miss their payments on their taxes. They say trying to flash and straight boom. They share the way out on this. So someone will miss their payments, and if they don't pay their taxes, it's fruit is best. They lose their poverty.
Right.
And I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna go to the house that I got. This shit.
Yeah, what's the amount right?
I have an extra TV. 2 of them.
So like, if one blows out anyway, you can see it.
Oh, yeah, yes, dude.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We should add like a TV into the wood. That'd be sick.
Smell it up on the wall.
Yeah.
Also,
No, scarking my neck.
All right, so right here you'll see no bid status right here. That means that no one bid on it in the last auction. So you could purchase the property and put in a bid in for it right now. I don't see mine on here, probably because I put a bid on it and it took it off of the list, which makes sense. So we'll go to this one. Place bid. I'm going to view the property. This is number of bids 1. Let's see. So this is the property that's available. It shows you what it is and where it's at, the address, and the owner. Let's see.
sure. By the whole thing.
It's crazy. Out didn't take this. 10 milligrams CBD, 10 milligrams THC.
So
250 to 300. He's about to right out. But this, oh yeah, maybe.
that thing, well,
Probably.
I'd buy you probably that back from us up in Pittsburgh. This property right here, the appraised value is only for the property, the land, because there's no building on it. It's appraised at $4,000. But mine has a building appraisal right here because it's actually a house, and mine's only appraised at like $12,000. It's not a very nice house. But sometimes you'll see them on here for like $200,000. Like rich people don't pay their taxes too. People die. People get divorced. People get depressed. They can't pay their shit. They lose it. But yeah, I mean, it's a great thing to do. but it's terrible in the idea of someone's losing their house because they couldn't afford property tax, paying it, even though they had the house completely paid off. They bought the house. It should be their own. Like, it should be theirs. The right thing to do would be, not kick someone out of their house about being broke. Like, you shouldn't be able to lose your hand like that. I don't support that. But if someone's going to benefit, might as well be me, because someone's got to. And if it ain't me, it's going to be some other shit that's been doing this for years. He goes out to every auction, buys every house that there is, and at least I'm at the stage in my life to where I still want to help people, and I have ideas at minimum to do good for the community. And these other people like pull up to the auctions in Orlando, and there's like every bit is good about $1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, up to like 30 grand. And I'm like, I came here for $3 grand, bud. You got me already on how we go. You don't have to jump that high, but they don't care. So a lot of them do it because even if they do pay their taxes off and he doesn't get the property, or I don't get the property, they have to pay him like 12% interest. So if they spend $100,000 on an auction, they're getting 12 grand back, even if they pay off their stuff. Yep. That's why all these companies go and they invest in properties and say they don't pay their taxes, and they get that house and make even more money.
Our beautiful
Yep. Yeah, and you'd be surprised how many banks, like, just corporations show up and they're like, they'll buy half the properties on the list. But it's a great thing to do. I mean, you make a lot of money doing it. My brother does this, and he used to not work. He doesn't work right now, but he does this and then goes to the Philippines. He built like a bunch of farms and different structures, built like fish ponds and a piggery and like fences for his goats. And he has a huge farmland out there in the Philippines because his wife's like from the Philippines. So you can actually buy stuff over there. He's like a freaking super pop. If you're American, you go to the Philippines to that service, you're like the main attraction. That's why he likes it over there so much, because you go over there and you have like $2,000 over there. That's big money. And he went over there with like, I think 80 grand when he went over there to spend. But they went through it really fast because my brother was showing me. I'm not saying he's bad with money. He's pretty good, but he'll definitely spend his money, But he does all that good for the community too. He would go by to the houses, drop off food to all his neighbors, and just help any way he can. He really started like teaching the Bible over there and stuff too. Over there, they charge people money to pray for you. Like if you want someone to come pray for you, you have to pay like a priest or some. It's like Catholic over there, I guess, and they charge money to pray. It's weird.
It's crazy.
And they also don't give Bibles out to the community. Like their churches don't let people read the Bible. It's weird. Yeah. Kind of feel like China is China. You don't even have the Bible in the country. Banned. But, I mean, America's pretty great. No, that's nice.
It is definitely compared to literally every single country.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, being a Muslim over here, or what's that, is not as long ago. Somali right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Might not be the greatest country to feel like you're in, but compare here to like some other countries, we're still the melting pot of the world. I mean, it's easy for England to say, or these other countries that are like predominantly white, oh, we support minorities more than you guys were diverse. I'm like, we're the most diverse country of all time. There's a reason that immigrants are coming here to your place. We're better. You know what I mean? We are more diverse. And I'm not a big fan of, like, I understand like the black community's fucking up, right? In a lot of aspects. I don't blame it all on them though. I blame it pretty much on like how the community is. It's just their community is really bad. I mean, we got poor white communities that are doing bad stuff too. They're just a little bit better at being bad than we are. You know what I mean? Kind of adopt the whole aspect of it. There's plenty of poor people around here that are just as bad as what I'd say a black community's poor people would be. I mean, it's not really different. It's just people are poor. They know one thing, you know. So I joined the army, really. I grew up not great at all. And then I was like, how do I get out of this? No one in my family graduated high school. That was the first one. I was like, how do I stop this from happening? I think my mom might have graduated. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't talk to her till I was like an adult. So, but yeah, I mean, if you live a long way of life, you kind of do it from the start. Luckily, I seen my cousin, Roman. He was in the Navy. He was doing really well for himself. And I was like, oh, can I do that? And I could. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to the military. So that was my ticket out. Now I kind of have a pretty decent life. I mean, most people would say I have a pretty good life from the outside looking in. Thank you.
It really is. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Carter would never see that lifestyle. Oh, my son. He'll grow up knowing me as just a loving father. Takes him to me in the parks or the park or whatever. Maybe we'll see you beat someone's ass sometime. I do have YouTube videos, stuff like that out there. I rather kid. I want that little jacket from the Top Fan contest. Bad. I want that bad. I mean, I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. I did work out for like a month straight, like a month ago. But this past month with like Christmas and all that stuff that happened, my shark broke down, and just a lot of things happened. I just didn't really go to the gym. Plus, when I'm watching my boy, I don't really do anything for myself. You know, if I work out, I do something. I just don't do it. If I work out, I want to go to the gym. It's not like doing push-ups and like looking at the wall on the bottom there. I want to see muscles. I'm going to stand up. Through that mirror, I did. Look at that. One of that whole wall cover mirror, stand up black, dude. That's one of the things. Every hurricanes. Muscles are growing right now. I can see.
All the time you see that because it's sharp or it's crazy.
You do. It actually does happen. You get a pump when you go to the gym, you know? And my shirts get tighter because they were also wet, but she yeah, I'm also sweating profusely, being like every machine. Yeah. The person next to the line's like, all right, dude, you better wipe that down. Like, don't worry, I'm coming back. I'll wipe it down. It's bad in the gym. Like, you can't stand next to me if I'm on the treadmill. I'm going to drench you, dude. You're going to cover in sweat, be flying everywhere. Not for having that, too. Like, the more I sweat, like, the more, like, difficult the workout is. I'm just enjoying it, you know, working. Yeah. Oh, no, I instantly see a bar and move, grab me a pop real quick. Eat it. Mount these fall on even here. In my case, the Mount Lightning. But yeah, it's way too easy to give up. My son makes one noise like I can't concentrate. I'll get up. But at heart, I'm really just like a video game player, though. I mean, I'm also like designing a game right now too. Trying to do that. I'm trying to balance a lot of stuff really. New relationship with a girl isn't easy to balance. It's a lot of, especially because she has kids too. So I can't just think about just me and her. I also have to think about me, her, and my son and her kids. So that, my job, her job, and my kid's mother, working out, making a video game. I just tough in on us. I just bought this house with back taxes. I had to remind. I got a shark that breaks down for me constantly. Oh yeah, just waiting for the next thing to happen. But I always find a way though. So, and I contribute that to just being poor really, because if you grow up poor, you find a way. I don't know what happens, but you get them empowered. We're like, yeah, because like, once you know that no one else is going to come save you, you have to be the person that's going to save yourself, and you just do it. Then I get help sometimes. I can't be like I do everything myself, but I've had people come over to help me, you know. But for the most part, like you gotta do things yourself, and then I gotta teach my son. We need to talk how to do those things and stuff too. But kids about like my age group, our parents, like for your parents, they were like, I'm gonna give this kid the best life possible no matter what. Dude, none of them were. They were all just like, yeah, dude, I'm working on me. Hey, this is what it is, dude. I mean, I love my dad, I love my mom, but at no point were they like, you're gonna live with me until you're ready to go out in this world and make sure you have everything you need, buddy. It never happened. That's what I'm doing with my boy. Like, I'm not gonna push him out to be like, hey, yeah, you're gonna have to get a ride to work with somebody to get a job, buddy. You know, like I'm not gonna do that. I want to make sure he has transportation to work, and make sure he has a job, make sure he has money, and whenever he goes out to build them, he's gonna be like worrying about that paycheck, you know, or he's gonna get us through that, where we're gonna live at. he has to be nice to wherever he's going with because they might take him out. That's the worst feeling. I used to say to people all the time, and you just had to be on your toes because you'd be kicked out the next day, because they're like, oh, you need to help pay this and this and this to stay in this. So I'm like, okay, here's $300, and then they want more and more and more, and you're like, at this rate, I was so on advice, I can't even afford that. I can't even afford this, So you go to the next person's house you can stay at for a little bit until they get tired of you. It's where you really kind of learn who really has your back in time of need or not too. But it's kind of rough to learn in a way that hurts you in the end if it doesn't work out. But I came across a few good friends that helped me out for quite some time.
That's what
Was
having people there in a time of need.
Yeah. I made a friend. His name was Tony, and his parents pretty much took me as a kid of their own. But somewhere down the line, I think it was a money thing. I'm not sure. I mean, I also grabbed up my buddy's dad one time over money because it was weird, man. I was in the middle. I got a new job, and I told him, hey, I need $800 to get this car, so I have to get a ride to work. I got $500. If I can borrow $300 from you guys, that'd be great. And I was like, I'll give it to you guys next Friday when I get paid. And they told me, hey, we'll spot you up to 1,000. And I was like, I only need 300, perfect. I'm going to do this Firebird. Car was sweet. And the guy wrote an ad about it. And they're saying, oh, you keep trying to take money from us. I was like, you know what? I won't get the car. It's fine. And my buddy's dad says to me in the hallway walking to the computer room. It's where we all hang out at. And at some point, he drew dice. Pumped it up at me, cocked it back. It's white guy, Superman punch, just I'm fucking through with it, boy. Pulled his fist back. And I just grabbed him and held against the wall for a second. And, well, no, hey, you're going to hit me. I got kicked out. I mean, I deserve this for doing that, but also didn't like the fact that you fucking fist at me. And I love that dude. Wayne, he was great. He passed away. And he was really good to me, always. And I think that situation happened because him and possibly his wife probably talked about money and how they didn't have it to let me borrow it. He never really disliked me. I think it was just something happened that caused that to happen. And I ended up going back to their house years later, staying with them for a few more months. No bad blood was still there, but that did happen. But overall, I still think he was a good friend, and his parents were very generous. And I stayed at their house playing video games all night long. I remember I played a game called Lord of the Rings Battle 3. I played it for 3 days straight, didn't sleep. One match. It was one match. Just another kid would not quit. We couldn't beat each other. And finally, he was just like, I can't stay up any longer. And he gave up. I won. I felt like a king, man. Yeah, and then I had to play that game for 3 days straight. Just not, yeah. And dude, I was crushing the whole game, too. I mean, it's a game to where, it's Lord of the Rings. So, have you guys watched that? No, first shit. Damn, full. Yeah. For that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely something worth watching, especially if you smoke. You know what I mean? I would put it a notch below Game of Thrones.
I haven't seen that either.
Game of Thrones isn't by far, I think, the number one show of all time. And then Lord of the Rings is 3 movies, but it's, I think, the best 3 movies of all time. I don't think of any other thing I've watched that's been close to it so far. Besides, you could argue that Transformers was really great when it did its stuff, but Transformers died off after the first 2. It wasn't what it was.
I'll keep those.
They kind of just had them off the same. It wasn't as great.
Or the Rays and
Game of Thrones.
I'll keep those in.
Oh yeah, I mean, Game of Thrones is super good. What was I talking about before that? Do you guys remember?
Playing a game through this.
Yeah. Kind of around the blank here. Oh yeah, Helm's Deep in the game. It was, they defended this castle. There was one player who defended a castle, and he could build a bunch of troops to help him defend it. And 3 players would attack the castle. And we had an advantage, 3 versus 1. He had the castle, so his archers would shoot farther and stuff. A very strategic game. and my two teammates both quit, so it was one versus one. But it is impossible for me to win. I said that last, they didn't give up. And he was running around the map, like destroying all my villages and stuff. And he just got tired of it and gave up by the third day.
Terrible.
Oh, yeah, one. They said you win whenever you quit.
Give up.
Yep.
One.
What's that one game you're making right now?
I'm making a game. It's going to be called Enemy Lands, Battle of the Bridges. And it's not going to take me very long to make because I'm not very into like real art detailed environments. I'm not into making everything super realistic. Everyone cares about like when they're making a game nowadays. It seems like these companies like NCSoft and just other people, they make a game. They care about how real it is. They don't want you to feel like you're in real life playing the game. Like their grass is the real thing. The tree's the real thing.
Right. You see all the shit.
Yeah, like, you know, the girls that walk around, they're boos with spouse everywhere, like crazy. You know, they're going crazy. I might throw a line or so, but no, I'm more of I'm going to play a game that's high risk. I'm going to play a game that if you lose, you're going to feel it. And I want to play a game to where, and they say there's games that are like that. They're like, oh, well, there's like RuneScape and Albion Online and Black Desert and all these other PvP games to where there's some ways you can have like bad things happen to you if you lose a fight somewhere. You could possibly lose a piece of gear or something like that, lose everything in some games. Rust. See, if you play Rust, you lose your whole base.
Yeah, I killed that game. Yeah, that's probably the most difficult game
Dudes be sent at your door with a shotgun, just waiting for it. It's ridiculous. I'm like, hard, I just logged into the game like an hour ago. Come on now. I got a load base. But, no, I like games that have high risk. So kind of, you could say like Rust, but, in my game that I'm making it to where, there's a lot to it. I'm trying to cut it down. Your server will compete for the main castle on the server. And if you have the main castle, your faction or your alliance, you dictate how your servers ran. Like, you can put decrees out, and the decrees will tell the NPC soldiers how to treat players. You can make it to where if they commit a crime, they'll be killed, or things like that. Like, I want it to where whenever you die, you just die. And the only way you respawn back is if you have a family and you pretty much become your family's offspring. Like whatever children you have, you become that character and the adult version of him. That's just a little thing I added into it. But the real and important part was like the risk taking is once your kingdom's done so on your server, you'll go out and fight another server that has their own kingdom. And if you beat them, their whole entire server is wiped. They lose everybody. Their whole account gets erased, you know? So you really got to fight for your server. And every time you win, you'll get ranked on a leaderboard saying how strong your server is compared to everybody else. And if you lose, just service reset. There'll be a new service free to join. But the idea of it is that there is no leveling. There is no progression. When you make the character, you're going to make your movesets, your skills, like everything you're going to do, you're going to make it from the very beginning. And you work together, supposed to work together. Unless you have a bad seed, say like my faction, your faction, or have different views politically. You know, say your faction, say you join with a bunch of friends you had, and you guys all will say, hate Donald Trump, right? And my group is very conservative, and I live in like conservative people in my group. Well, I can go to your faction, burn your houses down, so you'll have response, right? And then you kill your character, you're eliminated from the server too, right? So, depending on how your server is ran, depending on if you can play with those people or not, you gotta find something to fit in. You gotta find somewhere that you fit in as a person. And you gotta do the right thing. If you go around killing other players and burning down their houses, deleting from the server, then the kingdom's gonna group up and take out your alliance or whatever like that. Like, it's gonna be I feel like a great game. And I'm very good at learning building mechanics for Unreal Engine and Unity, just different game engines. And I've been using Unreal But the map's going to be like very simple, nothing crazy. I'm not going to go in detail with like all the what we call assets in the game. Man, the grass is going to blow in the wind. It's going to look like real grass, you know, but I'm not going to put like a million trees and a million waterfalls and, you know, throwing a Liberty Rest, a big giant whale fly across the map the whole time. So I'm not going to do crazy stuff. The real content is going to be what you do in a game. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, go cut down trees to build a sword, and then go mine this rock to build the handle of the sword, build your armor. I'm not doing that. I hated that stuff, you know? And some people like that, but there's games for them already. Right? There's not games for people who just want to go kill someone and delete them from the game completely and make them feel like they lost everything. It's a dump of adrenaline to do something like that, you know? And those games used to be out there. There was a game online called Ebony. It's pretty much like a phone game now, but it was a game to where you could take over someone else's castle, and once you took over the last castle that they owned, they would get deleted from the server, and they have to completely restart. Right? So that's kind of how I got this idea. It was brutal to know that, like, if someone attacks my last city and I get taken out, I lose everything. And, like, you literally will log you out of the game, you log back in, and you have to create a new character. Yeah, you know? And something about that just drove me. And that's what I want to do again. Because there's no games out there like that. There's nothing for us. Every other game is just respawn, just creating. Yeah, you know, like, there's something out there like that, so I was making myself. And what I was trying to, at the creation part in the very beginning, if you ever played a wrestling game to where, like, have you guys ever played wrestling games? Couple times.
Well, really young, but I don't know.
Well, what's cool about those games is whenever you make your own character, you can create a move set. Like, your finisher move for be like a spear, or a clothesline, or a drop kick, or jumping on the top rope and elbow. You know, you do all this different stuff, but you make your own move set. And in my game, you're also going to make your own move set, right? You get to pick from all these different strikes. I'm starting off the server with everyone's going to be punching people in their mouth, right? It's going to be reversals of blocks. Like, the idea of the game is going to be very brutal combat. So I want to be able to have my character run up to your character and spear him, and I need the animation to be on point. Kind of like wrestling. But that's why I say like their movesets. But their animation for wrestling games is top notch. When you spear someone, it needs to be like, oh shit, I do that speared, right? And I want to go get on top of them and just ground pound, just start punching in the face and pretty much kill your opponent like that. But at the same time, like, other people can run up and hit you while you're hitting him, knock you off them, you know, let you like parry it or block it, you know, and just different moves. And I might incorporate like different weapons and things like that. But at the beginning, like day 0 to day 30 for the first servers, want to be able fist. And possibly, if you win your first server, you can unlock one weapon for your kingdom. So that one weapon you unlock, you can go and train with that. Like, you get new movesets. And you have to go fight another kingdom who won their war against another server who they picked a weapon for their kingdom. So you guys both have your own weapon, and you go to war with them, you get another one. Well, the weapon that they had, you get, you know. So I have an idea for a progression in the game, but it's not going to be going out punching a bug for 15 minutes to get a level. Right. Things like that. I can't stand that. There's games out there like Block This Online. I played that game for years. Not even close to being in the top 5% of gear level. Like, there's people that I can attack and I can't even damage. You know? I won't play a game like that. People don't money in that game like no other.
The microtransactions.
Yeah, I can't stand that. That's why I think some games do really good too, is the games that are free to play. Playing a game for free brings in a lot of people. But at the same time, people put microtransactions in, and it kind of becomes pay to play. But what I think is good is just how they used to do it. You pay for the game one time, you get everything in the game. You know, like that's and the thing is too is once someone pays for a game, they're inclined to play that game. They spend money. You know what I mean? If you put out a free game, you're gonna see all these people join it, and then they'll be like, I mean, I can come back to it whenever I want. It's free, you know. And they've go do something else. You pay for the game. You're gonna play the game,
Yeah.
you know. So I want to make the game before we have to purchase it, definitely. And also, the way people sell their product is very important for the release of the product too. Like if I'm gonna release a game, I'm gonna have to advertise it for like almost a year before I release it. Otherwise, if you release a game that's been out for a year and then it gets noticed, who's gonna play it? Like those games are a year old, you know. So I don't want to do that. I'm gonna hype up the games as much as possible. Videos. I might even make like exclusive to Xbox, possibly, or something else. Make it exclusive for them. I could, you know. But advertising is huge for games, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that. Genius, Dad.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I tried it. The thing is that people will say, why I wouldn't play that game? Because once I lost everything one time, I'll be done. Yeah, but whenever you make a new character from a new server, you're right where you left off, pretty much. I mean, you didn't have to grind for levels. You didn't have to grind for gear. You have to do none of that. So, and it's not enough for everyone. That's the problem people have nowadays. They want to make a game. This is everybody. No. You know, some people suck. I mean, some people want to go and, you know, play by themselves and not be bothered by other players, which I understand, but it's just not going to be my game. Yeah.
Your creative team will do whatever they want. I mean, it sounds like it probably has.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to be like, someone wants to kill you, they can kill you. There might be repercussions that the story showed. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Completely kicked out.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be most of it. It's all going to be based on PvP, player versus player content. But some people don't like that kind of content, you know? But yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm trying to play a game that I'm happy with, that I can play. And I just know that for you to do that, I'm going to have to make it.
All the people out there who is both loved and hate at the same time. A game like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like Rock Fiddle, man. You love it and hate it. It's something at the same time. Playing Jake here.
I just watch other people play.
Yeah, it's to the point. It gets to a point where you have to.
Yeah, it was so. It's.
And then you watch someone else play it, and they watch just they're killing the whole team. Or someone else trying to headshot. I'm like, how's the guy doing? This is a guy skill on every house. Sorry. They all use like Zens and just aimbot cheat codes on PC. I feel like everyone's just cheating.
Well, there's like on like PC anyways, like there's mod server you can get into. This is pretty fun. Yeah, this sort of bad. It was okay, but it was kind of weird.
What is that?
Just the way it was like, there's like tasks.
Yeah.
I know like this random boss battles I didn't really understand. There's a boss isolation. Yeah, for that North Desert playing on.
That's not a sound of really race and boss battle. Reminds me of what game was it? It was like, they had like dinosaurs in it. Ark.
Yeah.
Ark. Can remind me of Ark. That when we said that. Have you guys played that game?
Yeah.
I loved it, but at the same time, it got like, that game was great, by the way.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of it I liked, because it's what drew me out too. Because me, I'm not a PvP kind of person, obviously. But on the official PvP servers, you could go from one server to another and attack all the people on that server, and then go up to your home server, right? And that's where I lived.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I could do that.
But people smartened up real fast, and they started building defenses on all the transporters. So you try to transport dinos, they would get gunned down by terrorists and all this other stuff, so you couldn't do that. But that game was great. I liked it. Too buggy for me, though. I gotta be running around, escaping across the whole map.
Yeah.
Having a
Rubber banding the whole time back.
there's something like, if I goes my sweet you up 1,000, you know what I mean?
Isn't that game still in beta? Like, that's what I said, buggy.
That's the weirdest thing. Yeah, I think it is.
They don't have two arcades there.
They can offer too. It's just the same work, really, I believe. But now it's called Arc 2.
Yeah, I think there's like a few different DLCs for that one, though.
Yeah, there's DLC map stuff.
Maker.
Yeah, they just wanted to make more money. You know, it's just kind of like Halo 1, 2, so we rushing on that. But obviously the earlier Halos were superior. They ended that Reach. The Reach was the end of Halo. You guys ever play Halo?
I played one and I really liked it. I just can't remember which one.
I think the original briefly.
I was a big fan of Halo 3. It was my favorite. A lot of people like Halo Reach. But I liked Halo 3 because it had a rank system. And it was one of the first games that really had a good rank system. And just knowing that you were like top dog in a rank system was huge for the video game world, at least.
Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
Over that.
Whenever Halo Reach came out, they did away with the ranking systems. They just did kind of like Call of Duty, you got experience for every game you played. But Halo Reach, like, playing it was good, though. Like, the way it flowed was still pretty good. A lot of people loved it. I just didn't like that it took away the ranking system. So it died off for me. That's just how I am, though. Like, player. I want to show everyone what I did, too. But, like, I just killed a lot of people. Look at my rank. I'm level 50. Highest rank you in.
You're in Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes, but not the one that's out today.
Really?
Not. So I liked Rainbow Six Siege. It was Las Vegas.
I've heard about it, but I've never played it.
It was not as competitive, I'll tell you that. And I was very good at that game. And I always told my friends that I was like one of the best in the world at that game. But I probably wasn't. But I still said it. So we're saying again, I think I was probably one of the best in that game. Because I abused some of the mechanics in the game. That's the other reason. I get behind the wall, and I get behind the wall, put my back to it, and you can peek a corner without actually peeking it. And I would press like the right bumper, and then bring up this little like a UI menu for like night vision or thermal, and I could look up through the door, and I put that reticle that was in the middle of my screen on the other player's head. And as soon as I turned them into the doorway, I should bring it instantly. And I just know people that like crazy like that. So I wouldn't say like I was just skilled. I just abused the mechanics really well. Yeah, unless they watch the video of me playing, they'll be like, this guy just sucks, dude. This side is a big cheer, right?
Wait, how long have we been going?
I forget. It's one of those.
2 hours?
Yeah. 2 hours, 30 minutes. Yeah, it's probably our longest one.
You've been shooting this shit for almost 2.5 hours.
How long have you guys been doing this?
I think the beginning of this last year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We took a break for like, what, 3 months maybe? There's just a bunch of stuff going on.
So, who listens to these normally? Like you said, 9% Russian. Who's your audience?
I could pull up their works.
Where this is go to YouTube or?
Yeah, it can go to YouTube. That's just depending on the camera. I mean, I could just run like some random gameplay or something, but mostly Spotify.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I give you that soy wall footage. I forgot that is the wall.
Oh, so yeah.
We had more soy grand footage, so don't worry. Since he did not save it, if I drink this?
No, it's all mine at all.
Sure.
Yeah, I brought it here for someone else to drink.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you should scroll through that. That's all the annual mix. Try this mix.
Age range 18 to 22, 56%.
Spicy.
What's that one type C?
And mostly United States, we got 5% Japan. It's pretty good. I like that.
Actually, yeah.
Here you go.
Shots that I love to quit vaping. I hate it.
Well, how did you quit?
They're alright, but it's not the same. I don't really get the same satisfaction as like dealing with the smoke, I guess you could say.
Maybe you're addicted to the focus sensation too. Could it be it?
I don't know. It sucks.
Oh no, you just
Just like one smoke out of his mouth. Steak, baby.
I'll figure it out one day.
I mean, I dip, and it's been something I've done my whole life, pretty much. I mean, since I was 15, 14, 15. I ain't never stopped. Is not.
Have you ever tried the pouches?
What do you mean? These?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been right now.
You like them?
Yeah, but I still have to do it.
Oh, it's time.
Because I don't trust it.
Yeah. You know, you've ever tried 3 milligrams first before it's one, because if you drum like straight into like the 6 and go all the way up to 12, I think you'll be like
2 drops is 2 and
15. Sure.
really? Did this one did you say 12 milligrams was insane? I thought it was gonna throw up.
Yeah, I remember those.
You still have this?
batteries running low.
That's no problem. I had a laptop charger somewhere.
I also. Hi.
We're good. I'm just messing with you. Imagine if it's shut off first, uploaded it.
Yeah, that'd be tragic.
That's the only man chance to try it out.
I don't have PlayStations. Is it? I thought that was like a PlayStation exclusive.
I played an old Spider-Man game before, a couple of them. They were pretty fun.
Oh, every day you just swing around the city and occasionally Texas ass.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It gives you like the Grand Theft Auto kind of feel, being in a big city.
You just swing around on the webs and occasionally try to have a kick some ass and that's it.
I'll tell you what, the whole comic scene is like one of the best things someone came up with. I mean, they make movies, comic books, there's Comic Cons. Like the idea of all these like superheroes and how they fit them all together so well is just genius. Like people like adopt these personas too. Like, man, you see a million people on there with Batman costumes, pretending to be Batman all the time. Like, that's great. I really, with this Stan Lee, that was the other guy that started Marvel.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that dude was a genius.
Are you into like those Japanese like animated stuff?
In a way, I watched some anime while I was younger, and yes, Dragon Ball Z is anime. Awesome. And then when I was in high school, I think I watched Sword Art Online, which is an anime. And then just here recently, some coworkers told me to watch some anime. And I started gave it another try and watched Attack on Titan. And I've watched a little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen and The Shield Hero. I watched. There's another one too. I watched it, so it was recommended to me. It was really good. But yeah, I've watched a few. You watch them?
No, I can't get into them.
Well, what is it you think?
I don't know why. I just can't get into them.
Oh, the best one of all time is a new one that came out. I forget the name. Have you watched anime?
Dragon Ball, yes. I used to watch Stoppers Hour.
How old are you?
Cyberpunk anime as well. Oh, what were you saying?
How old are you?
I'm 19.
I mean, I watched an anime called Solo Leveling, and it blew every other anime I've ever watched out the water. It's the Game of Thrones of anime. And that one, you'll watch every episode one weekend. It's that good.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, Solo Leveling is the best anime of all time, and it will never be topped. It's that good. Yep. And it's not even...
So happy. Yeah, to the hype they would do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would even take it out of the anime category and just say it's just one of the best shows that you could watch. You know, it's just that good.
Definitely have to give us a little love.
And I put it in an English show, English dub. People will tell you, oh, listen to it in some modern language, can't understand, read the subtitles. I can't do that. Oh, yeah, I can't. Hey, son, I don't know, reading subtitles and on the screen. And people will say, oh, well, don't you watch TV with subtitles on anyways? I'm like, sometimes I want to look on the screen and not have to look down at the bottom of the screen, see what they're saying, you know? But watch it in the English version, super good. And you can watch it for free. There's sites out there you can watch any anime for free. It's
crazy speed piracy.
Yeah, well,
Piracy.
it's only illegal if you download it and try to distribute it. I wish.
Try to support.
Yeah. Like being able to freely watch everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
some video games, like especially ones, you know. I really don't think people should be getting in trouble for that ever. But I don't know, just encrypt your hard drive. Come on, man.
I kind of see their. I mean, I don't think everyone should, because I mean, it did kind of ruin a lot of companies. Like, there's all these social media companies that have these products and movie shows that are just on their platform. Like Netflix has their own Netflix movies. Paramount has their own stuff. Disney Plus has their own stuff. YouTube has their own stuff.
I really don't consider that a big deal, you know?
But what I'm getting to is like they even have live pay-per-views I watch for free all the time. Like I watch UFC fights, I watch football games, I watch anything I want to that's live on TV for free on the internet.
That's great.
I mean, it is great, but it's also a problem whenever you become the person that's trying to sell it. You know, because just think about There's a reason people don't go to the movie theaters anymore. It's because I can watch the same thing at home on my computer. Or
I do like going to the movie theater, so it is I want to.
yeah, that's something that I like driving. So even better, I think. The driving movie theater, sit there,
Wait, lose that.
They used to have one of those. They shut down, but now I had to travel.
They don't like when my shows so I guess us. It's not fair.
Oh, Carl, I would love to go to the private movie theater. Well, guess it would really be impossible. People in pirate.
Oh yeah, well, people just
Of course, the creators should be compensated for their hard work that they're putting out there.
people put millions and millions of dollars in these movies.
Movies and stuff. Yeah, that's like a form of art, you know? They should,
Oh, it is.
they should be compensated.
It's how they pay their actors. It's how they pay the production team. I mean, it goes a long way.
But, after a certain amount of time passes.
Yeah, I agree. But after so much time went by, I should be paying, a bunch of money for a movie that's been out since my dad was in high school.
I'm sure your kid, the movie Wreck-It Ralph, but you don't want to have to pay for it. And really don't think it's not a deal to go and fuck their blimps or free to go down.
I mean, a lot of them, you don't download anything. You just, on their website, you click it and just play it and not download anything. And that is legal, technically. It's illegal for you to download it and distribute it, but it's not illegal for you to watch it. Like, you can't get in trouble for watching something else posted something online.
Control that.
Yeah. It's
No, just signature hard drive.
I don't know what that really means.
Like,
VPN?
no, not a big here,
It's like an extra layer of security.
explain encryption like a base. So you have your data that you're trying to encrypt right here, and you have an algorithm that is meant to scramble that data, right? And the secret to being able to descramble the data is you give like a private key, which is basically a password, and you mix it into that like all that randomness, right? So the output from that algorithm would just look like a bunch of random data, right? Just a bunch of nonsense. But if you put it through that same algorithm with that same private key, all of a sudden you get that original data that comes back out.
Okay.
So it sort of just scrambles the data, and you're the key holder. If you won't provide the same private key, it's just going to output a bunch of random nonsense.
All right. It kind of reminds me of what we were talking about earlier with the nuke launch system.
Yeah, for some who I don't really believe in that like VPNs, like encrypted data. Like there's always backdoors.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
They proved it.
especially like if you get like a quantum computing system.
If you are not encrypting the data yourself, it's not secure. No, you don't use a long enough and complex enough private key. Nope, you're not good.
There was a person who was like using VPNs, like multiple big VPNs, and like stuff to hide his location and like what was going on. But he did something that was like really bad. It could have been like child pornography or like kind of like cartel or something. But they still was able to track it out. So the way you can be tracked nowadays is insane. You can be tracked by any electronic device, I feel like, that has memory on it somehow.
Facial recognition in every camera everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, AI facial recognition.
Yeah, but especially anything that can connect to the internet. Most some every photo I've ever taken, I know it has.
We all have microphones, cellular devices.
You say one thing, I'm sure it's pinged as an alert somewhere. But
Those are keywords, especially.
yeah, I mean, it's just. But to be honest with you, I actually don't mind that. And I'm super anti-government. I don't like people listening in to what I'm doing. But at some point, I do feel like it's safer. I know people do things. I know people take away freedoms out of the idea of safety. And I don't like that, right? I don't like you telling me I can't do something because this way is safer for everybody. I don't like it.
Right.
But it goes along with like seatbelts and other little things like, hey, I know it's safe. I know it's not great to not wear a seatbelt, but I mean, it's my car, and if I choose not to wear it, it really hurts me, But I understand the potential threats you can detect beforehand if you have certain keywords pinged upon. Like if someone's a terrorist of some sort or on a watch list, I mean, it can really save thousands of people. I mean, if someone has a podcast out there right now and they're talking about, you know, potentially ambushing some kind of place or something like that, or maybe they don't have podcast, maybe it was talking to a friend and their phone's listening to them.
Right.
You know, it might be better for us if we have that put in place. What if they're about to go to an airport or something like that and just shoot everybody up? You know, it can be soft. Do they do that? Maybe. Maybe you have been watch us already, or maybe they don't. I don't know. But I do feel in general that the country that we're in is so far doing pretty good with monitoring stuff, because I don't see, I said some pretty outlandish stuff, even if it's not serious. Yeah, I never had someone pull up and be like, hey, dude, remember when you said that, you hope this person's whole family was burned alive and they saw it to see your kid, you go and kill everyone inside the house? Or remember a time you said this? No one's ever came up to him to like, remember this? Your question. And I feel like if they really listen in to everyone all the time, that would get detected more often. Because there's times like I guarantee someone's like, hey, I'm gonna fucking do some crazy stuff, and that person wasn't stopped. You know, I bet you it's happened many times. But at the same time, I feel like
if like they were to detect something, like they'd stop it before we even knew about it.
I think also, well, what do you mean by that?
Just like in general, like I feel like if they heard that like something crazy was going to go down, I feel like they'd be able to stop it before it like got out to the public finance.
Yeah, I think so too. And also, government don't really step in, I don't think, till there's a plan put in place. You know, once you start making a plan to do something, that's when like, all right, these guys are really about to do something.
Right.
You know, they hear us drawing up blueprints for something, or hey, we're gonna go look at this building tomorrow at 3:00 and scout it out and come back to the drawing board and make a plan. Once you start making a plan to do something like that, then I feel like that's whenever they're gonna step in. I've never done that, you know, but I feel like that's whenever they would.
Then again, there is a lot of people in this country that monitoring.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of people that don't have electronics with them all the time.
True.
So that's true. That's why I think some communities commit more crime, is how less they're less predictable. I mean, if everyone in this community has a phone and internet and Wi-Fi, everything can technically be monitored to some level. Now, if your community is very poor and you guys don't have phones and you guys don't have this or that, oh yeah, you can't track everyone down. Something happens on the street, but there's no ring doorbell cameras to access into. There's no, technology to help them out. It's just someone committed a crime. Back to the good old-fashioned way of knocking on doors, find out who did it. Yep. They talk to them in person, see if there's any grudges or who they knew that could have a vendetta against someone. Nowadays, they just be like, hey, I just seen on Facebook that this person did this, like so-and-so, friend so-and-so. Happens all the time. In my family. Right.
Well, post quite a bit of their lives on social media. I feel like you could figure out quite a bit. You even just from that, you can figure out quite a bit of effort.
You know what?
I don't even think there's need most of this tracking shit. What if you just have people laying it out on?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
There are people who tell you everything about them without you even asking them. And also,
Search some social media account.
and they put it on their profile before they even talk to anybody. They're like, all right, on my Facebook profile, I live here. I'm this years old. This is the high school I went to. This is my family. Like, you don't need to say nothing. I know it all. So just make your account.
You don't even need to seek anything out. It's just way break fruit. You want to, don't eat that silver platter. Golden platter.
Yeah.
That shit right up.
Well, I think it's time for me to get out to take my boy. He's so late too.
We'll wait for siesta to start. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. This is not a bad episode. This is the longest one.
Yeah, I feel like it was great.
Yeah.
Very much.
Matter of fact, I have did you send my list of topics?
I don't think so.
I already have like a list of 24 things of topics to talk about. Very good topics, see. Because I was going to be racist in the past.
What, podcast?
Mm-hmm. And I have a list of 24 things. As soon as I'm here, and pop them up. Yeah, some of them are like about sports. Like, what's the best sport? What's the worst sport? Hardest to get into? And
I don't know. Let's talk about sports.
no,
No.
I got some about like tattoos and you ever see like Medusa tattoos? Yeah, back. Yeah, they just talk about like they're so it's the signify that you got like sexually assaulted. So a little topic about that. Just a lot. There's a lot of different. Like I think I had like 4 of them, maybe 5 of them about sports. Some of them are about like food, how to make ramen noodles or something like that. You know, goes to the best way because that's a classic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, me too.
I like insane sweet tooth.
Yeah, I have these.
I got
I don't know. Recently, I kind of want to cut out like fast food and like all the greasy stuff I've been eating because it's been rough.
like $8 to buy sweets from Amazon.
I don't really know. I want to get like one of those like, snack boxes from like other countries. I seen those as pretty sweet. Are cool. Career.
6 cups, a pound of melting chocolate, some a bunch of peanut butter, dude, and then
That'd be good for us to just try like
Oh,
you know, just sweet.
yeah, I like those. Or like, what's the best of what too? You ever eat like chicken sandwiches from like different fast foods, or just like you could even like chocolate covered pretzels, right? What's the best candy?
different brands will have a bunch of like different ones from like different companies and just see which one's the best.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's like
I like that stuff. They're good too. Like that's a good, really good reviews. I want to be the guy eating them all. That everyone's to pitch in for my meal for this thing.
Are you into this on YouTube videos? Like time or two and stuff.
I watch those myself on TikTok, right?
Okay.
It's really good for like YouTube's better, but I think if you want to draw in viewers and an audience, you have to have clips.
Yeah, clips is a big thing.
Yeah, you gotta be able to get a clip of something, of a story, of something interesting while we're talking here, which will happen often, you know, and then upload that, and that thing will kick off. And as long as your links are into like you make more of your money on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, for sure.
it's probably like a big.
Another thing was like partnerships and stuff like that. Like most advertisements and stuff. Yeah.
Once you get the viewers, you can get everything. But yeah, it's all about clicks and stuff like that. So pretty much, well, I'm sure you know, you find a clip, get a little publicity, and from there it's just keep it up.
Yeah.
You find that one thing that made everyone take a look at your channel and try to replicate that. Yeah, it's pretty much that's what everyone says too. Yeah, you got every person that became famous has that one moment to where something happens, all life changes forever, right?
Yeah.
And that one thing can be something simple, and you chase that one thing that was simple the rest of your life, you know, because once that happens, you'll almost never get that high again. You know what I mean? Because it's something that's changing everything about you.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe wherever you're playing Flip Cup, right? And you might get famous off of playing Flip Cup, you know? And who knows, maybe in the next 15 videos you make will be about Flip Cup or some other kind of game, just because that's what kind of got you your ticket.
It's crazy. The most random thing is just go viral.
It can definitely happen though.
I don't want to follow like too many trends because I feel like that some stuff kind of gets like just like out of control and just like unpredictable. Because I feel like if you go like based on trends, you are going to get like a like loyal fan base, I guess you could say.
I think it's good for like I think well yeah, I agree with the loyal fan base for sure. But I think at some point doing some trends is good for you because they're really good fillers for your videos. And
Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad altogether, but yeah, like yeah, just relying solely on trends and stuff.
yeah, I mean, I think you just do trends. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. 'Cause I'm sure some people out there made their progress through just doing trends. I'm sure some people have done that. But
Oh yeah, but
imagine someone who watched.
to come to get a very loyal fan base. That's
Oh,
just it. It's just so trends.
It's always the people who started the trend, you know, really, because you ever watch videos where there's a thing on the table and it'll say like amount of points on it, and they'll like flip it back and forth, and they'll ask the question, be like, this side is a good movie, this side's a bad movie, and you won't be looking without see that the number 5 is the highest amount of points you can get with the left side, which would be like a bad movie. And I'll be like, all right, So the movie is The Terminator, right? And if I'm trying to get you to guess that's a bad movie, I'd tell you like a worst movie or something like that and try to hit that 5 point range and, or whatever it is. And I don't know, people got famous from just doing that. And now every single day or every other day, they make a new video with new topics, trying to see how accurately they can guess, whatever topic they're talking about is. But yeah, they started the trend and they're continuing to do that. So this trend started out those with the most clicks, I think. But people like Speed, you know who Speed is? Like those big creators, they do whatever they want. Doesn't matter what they do. You know, they don't have to do any more trend-setting stuff. They've got their thing. They can just walk around in a city that they've never been at and go, "Hey, look at me, I'm in Venezuela. They just took their president." You know what I mean? Yeah, they're hashtag Venezuela. You know, we were around this country now. It'd be a crazy good video too. You know what I mean? And we're over here just like,
I would have a get into like IRL like live streaming. I don't know what I would do.
I guess you just see what you're doing every day and just document it. It's just where it would be easy to talk to just your viewers and have them kind of be like another person you're talking to and interact with them like they're people. Because whenever you're doing IRL stuff, you have to entertain them somehow and talk to them like they're real. They are, but they're just not right there. Or if you're a female, you don't have to do nothing. You just sit there. The bikini one, right? Yeah, that's the worst, dude.
Everybody falls for that stuff, though. It works. It works, too.
Yeah, just get like some chick in a bikini in the middle of this podcast.
Right, that's what I would do. Nothing.
Just sit here and say weight loss. The camera just goes pans over to your breasts. It's so big, you know what I mean? So like, it's a pretty good show, actually. Something about this, really like it.
You're what?
Dude, sweetie.
Oh man.
Yeah, probably not do that. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not the best idea for you. Sorry from getting chewed out.
All right, I'm at it, guys. It was good being here.
That's not bad. So,
Thank you for coming along. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be here next time you guys are doing this. I'll be here. Next week.
yeah, that's very worse.
Worse, I'll bring my topics. I'll probably bring my microphone too. Just so I kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm almost happy, but don't think it'd be a little different. Yeah,
Garrett. No, it's one of my other buddies.
yeah, it'll be a blast, dude. All right, have a good one.
Charles.